What's going on, everybody? Hello. How we doing? It's been a while since I've been on YouTube, man. It's been a little bit. It's been a little while since we've had the Bravo cast back, and I figured with my return to YouTube and my return to the Bravo cast, it had to be with a bang. So I return with the third annual Bravo Awards. The Bravo Awards are one of my favorite things to do. It's my little mini award show for basically my favorite things of the year. It's just something that I always had the idea for, that I just really enjoy doing. It's stressful because I take it way too seriously, and I really think about my picks and everything I choose to get nominated and to win. It's just a show that I like to have fun and take things too seriously. I like to nominate things that don't get nominated, at the Oscars and stuff like that. It's just all my personal favorite things. We'll go over the categories in a second, but it's the third year I'm doing this. And last year was good. It was a good show, but I didn't really have any music awards because I didn't listen to too much music last year. But this year we do have the music awards coming back, which I'm excited for. It took me a little while to get my nominations together because I was still... I started off this year really good, watching a whole bunch of different movies. First half of the year, I was seeing almost every new release that was coming out. Middle of the year, I fell off a little bit, but I was still seeing things. And end of the year, I just missed so much stuff. So if some of your favorite things that came out this year, whether it be music, movies, whatever, didn't get nominated, there's a good chance I probably just didn't see it or whatever and listen to it. Yo, what's up, Jeff? How you doing, bro? What up? You did say it right this time. How you doing, man? What up? Thank you for popping in. I appreciate you. So yeah, this is my little award show. And yes. What's up, Jeff? How you doing? We got both the Jeffs in the chat. Look at this. I'm alive. I've just been streaming over on Twitch recently because I haven't been able to multi-stream as much because I had to end my service to let me do multi-streaming because the funds are getting a little tight. But I guess before we get into the award show, I'll give you guys on YouTube a little breakdown of what's going on right now with my content. So basically, my gaming and music content are going to be over on Twitch because obviously I can't really do music content too much on YouTube without getting my channel deleted. And then gaming, I have my channel points and stuff over on Twitch that affect my gaming, my gameplay streams and stuff. So video games and music is going to be Twitch streams. The Bravo cast I want to try to bring back this year, and movie stuff is going to be here on YouTube. I want to try to bring the Bravo cast back. Since I don't have as much free time to make full-on movie reviews, I'm thinking I'm probably going to start doing live stream reviews where I just talk about movies and stuff like that and just random things. I'm trying to bring the Bravo cast back, so I figured best way to bring it back with the Bravo Awards. So we got the nominations tonight. Yo, what's up, Darren? How you doing, bro? What up? The haircut king. I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Speaking of that, today was actually technically the most haircuts I've ever done in the shop so far. I did 6 haircuts today, which is pretty good. I was busy, bro. Really, really busy, but it was a really good day. Glad to hear it. But yeah, chat. Let's stop yapping for now because I have a lot of yapping to do. We've got the third annual Bravo Awards, chat. The third annual Bravo Awards. Like I said, if your favorite things don't get nominated, or if there's things that you would nominate personally, put it in the chat. Let me see your opinions. If I'm cooking, if I'm not cooking. If you think I'm snubbing things, and like I said, if you think I'm snubbing things, there's just probably a really good chance I didn't see it. But yeah. Thank you guys. Appreciate the love and support as always. Thank you guys. So let's get into this. Some vets on the channel have probably been around and seen the second annual Bravo Awards. For those that don't know, I choose all my nominations for every movie, game, show, music, just based on my personal enjoyment. I don't go strictly based off of the scores I give things. I go based off just how much enjoyment I get out of it. So like some of it's objective opinion, obviously, because if I think something's objectively good, I'm probably gonna like it more than something that I think is objectively okay or bad. But it's not like I just go based off, oh well, this got a higher rating, so I'm gonna go with this, or I gave this movie a 90 and this one a 95. Like I base it off of just my enjoyment. The scores do weigh into it, like I said, but it's not the only factor. And then obviously every category has to have 6 nominations. Bravo 6. We do 6 nominations. Yo, what's up, Draven? I do remember. So yeah, this year, not a lot of TV show representation, just to be upfront. I've only seen a couple shows that came out this year, but we do have music awards this year, which I'm excited for because I missed the music awards last year. But yeah, let's start this off, chat. So starting off hot, we got Best Actor in a Show or Movie. The Bravo Awards have most of the awards that the Oscars and most of the main award shows have. The only one you won't see, the big one, is Best Picture, because I will be doing a separate stream where I'm going over my top 10 movies of the year. I've just been finalizing my list. That will be a different stream, a different episode of the Bravo cast. So if you guys want to watch that, I'll probably do my top 10 movies of the year before I pick the winners for the Bravo Awards. So I'll kind of be in the middle. And effectively, whatever is my number one movie of the year will kind of win like the Bravo Award for Best Picture, pretty much. But let's get into this. Best Actor in a Show or Movie. Get a little swig of my lemon iced tea. Starting off hot, Timothée Chalamet, Dune Part 2. I love this movie. I love this performance. This performance made me put Timothée Chalamet really on my radar, because he's always been an actor where it's like, yeah, you know, like he's good. I don't necessarily get all the hype behind him. Like I think he's a good actor, but I think people were glazing him a little bit. Then when I sat down and watched this masterpiece of a movie and performance, I was like, okay, now I get it. Like now I understand the hype behind Timothy. Amazing performance. Had to be nominated. Next up, we got David Desmouchin in Late Night with the Devil. You guys know I'm a big horror fan. So the Bravo Award shows a lot of love to horror movies. And David Desmouchin honestly gave one of the best performances I've seen in a movie this year. I thought he was fantastic. I thought he did a great job of giving old school, like 60s, 70s, whenever, I forget the exact time period when this movie takes place, old school talk show host. He killed it, bro. He absolutely killed it. And he's just a great actor. I'm happy that he got to finally lead a movie. Did a great job with it. Next up, a personal pick, a bias pick. I love Ryan Gosling. He's my second favorite actor of all time behind Leonardo DiCaprio. Fall Guy. I had to nominate him just because I thought he was fucking hilarious in this movie. To my understanding, I think he tried to do a decent amount of the stunts in the movie as well, which is cool. You know, not the greatest performance ever, but I just thought he was really funny. And I love watching Ryan Gosling in movies. So, you know, he got nominated last year for Ken. He got nominated this year for Fall Guy. Had to do it. This year had a lot of very good horror movies. I actually watched a couple new ones at the end that I'll talk about. Like on New Year's Day with my parents, I watched Smile 2 and Quiet Place Day 1, and they were both really good. Great horror's been killing it recently over the past few years. It's been a great few years for horror, honestly. The only shows I watched this year were The Penguin and The Acolyte, off the top of my head. I really didn't like The Acolyte, and then I absolutely fucking adored The Penguin. And it is all because of Colin Farrell's unbelievable performance as the Penguin. I feel like there's really not much to say about this performance other than it's just incredible. It's transformative. You can't even tell it's Colin Farrell in the slightest bit. It's just unbelievable. Like, and the emotions he makes you feel throughout the show, where like you're rooting for him for a little bit, then like, oh, he's really a piece of shit. Then like, oh wow, he's really a piece of shit. You feel bad for him, you love him, you hate him. He's funny, he's psychotic, like he's just got everything, bro. He's unbelievable in The Penguin. He had to get nominated. Another take that you will only find on the Bravo cast and the Bravo Awards. David Howard Thornton for Terrifier 3. I decided to nominate him for Best Actor because this may be his best performance as Art the Clown. And he brings so much personality to the character, to the movie, to the franchise without saying a single word. That to me, I had to honor it. I am biased too because I met him and he's a great guy. But I love Art the Clown. I love the Terrifier movies. And this might have been his best turn as Art yet. And like I said, the amount of personality and character he brings to the movie without saying a single word is one of the most impressive things I've ever seen. And I don't think it gets enough credit for how unbelievable of a performance it is, because it's hard to bring that much character to a character without being able to even speak. So he had to get nominated. And yeah, I mean, Colin Farrell, to the shock of nobody, he won the Golden Globe. He's going to get nominated here. I'm a Batman fan. He had to get nominated. And then same thing, Terrifier. You guys know I'm a sick fuck. I love my Terrifier movies. And then we got Nicholas Hoult from Nosferatu. Had to give him a nomination. I think in the overall picture of Nosferatu, he falls to the background a little bit because I think of like what Bill Skarsgård, Lily Rose Depp, and Willem Dafoe are doing, kind of really take the spotlight of the movie. But he's amazing in the movie as well. Really, really great performance. Nicholas Holt's always good. Always like to see him pop up in movies. So yeah, he secured a Bravo Award nomination for his performance in Nosferatu. Next up, we got Best Actress in a Show or Movie. And kicking it off, we've got Micah Monroe from Longlegs. I know some people like weren't crazy about her performance in this movie for some reason. I thought it was great. I really liked her character. She's a very like kind of quirky, odd character. A lot of people have thought maybe she has like some type of like autism or something, which I could kind of see. And I think she's did a great job in this movie. It's an understated performance, but a very, very, very good, subtle performance. And really liked her character. Love this movie. I think she did a great job of carrying this movie. And yeah, I heard The Juror was a good movie. I have to watch that too. And yeah, Micah, a modern scream queen, unbelievable. Another great performance from Micah. Had to get nominated. Next up, Lauren Lavera, another modern scream queen in my opinion. I think she's amazing in the Terrifier movies. And she had to do a good amount in this movie. She had to sell some of the like PTSD scenes. She had to sell the action scenes. And she just makes it all work. I love Sienna. She's my favorite like new modern final girl. I think she's fucking badass. And I think Lauren Lavera brings a lot to the role. So I wanted to nominate her as well. And then there you go. We're nominating all the horror girlies right now. We got Naomi Scott and Smile 2, an amazing performance. Not a subtle performance, a very loud and crazy performance, but very effective, very, very good. I shocked that she even has vocal cords and shit after a performance in this movie. A very loud, crazy, but very, very good performance in this movie. I just really felt bad for her character in this movie. And yeah, I just thought she was unbelievable. Lily Rose Depp in Nosferatu. I kind of forget. I wonder if like all my nominations for this category might be horror girls. But same thing, not a subtle performance, a loud and crazy performance. But honestly, if her performance didn't work, I don't know if the movie would have worked. So I had to give Lily Rose Depp a shout out, especially, I'm not gonna lie, dude. I saw The Idol. I had to watch The Idol show because it was the weekend. And, you know, that show was a show. Not great acting in that show. So when I saw her cast in Nosferatu, I was like, oh, okay, interesting. I was like, it's Robert Eggers, so we'll see if he can kind of let her cook a little bit, and he did. She gave a great performance in this, made me look at her in a completely different light after The Idol. And yeah, I thought she was phenomenal in this movie. A lot of creepy scenes with her, a lot of just amazing scenes with her. She did amazing work in this movie, so I'm very excited to see what she does after this. So yeah, Lily Rose Depp securing a nomination with her performance in Nosferatu. And yeah, very different than Naomi Scott in Aladdin. Very different. Kristen Milioti for the Penguin. Sophia Falcone, man, what a character. Starts off the show thinking that she's going to be the main villain of the show. And to a certain extent, I guess she kind of is. But she's just an amazing character. Like, you have the episode that she basically completely carries by herself. That's like almost like her origin story. And you're like, dude, she got put through the fucking ringer. She got screwed over by her entire family. Like, holy shit. And it just completely changes your perception of her. And she was just so fun to watch in the show. And just unbelievable performance. She got snubbed at the Golden Globes. Like I said, I didn't see that Jodie Foster show, so I can't say, but like, dude, I don't know. Kristen Milioti in The Penguin was unbelievable. One of the best performances I've seen this year for sure. And then rounding it out with another horror performance, we got No Tiger Free in The First Omen. Same thing, not really a subtle performance. There's parts in this movie where she had to literally go fucking insane. And it was uncomfortable, it was creepy, and she did a great job. So I had to give her a nomination. This is an underrated movie, I think, that came out this year. It was a really, really solid movie that wasn't really on my radar, but very pleasantly surprised me big time. I thought this movie was gonna suck ass, to be honest, and then I ended up really liking it. So pleasant surprise, and I thought she did a great job. Next up, Best Supporting Actor in a Show or Movie. This was probably the hardest category to narrow down to 6 picks. I had a lot of picks for this, and this one took me a while, but I narrowed it down to 6. There's a couple honorable mentions that I'll give at the end, but this was a very stacked category in my opinion this year. And kicking it off, Bill Skarsgård in Nosferatu as Count Orlok. Another performance where you just don't see or hear Bill Skarsgård in this movie. Like, it literally looks like Robert Eggers dug up a fucking vampire IRL and just started filming him, dude. Like, it's insane. like the performance in this movie is crazy. His voice, the way he looks, just everything about it is unbelievable. Great performance. Maybe his best performance. Like, I don't know if I like his Count Orlok or Pennywise more, to be honest, but it was a special performance for sure. Another kind of transformative performance, Nicolas Cage in Longlegs, is amazing. Super creepy. Over the top. You still get the Nicolas Cage-isms, but in a very creepy, unsettling way. Out of context, they're fucking hilarious. Even in the context of the movie, I might giggle a little bit depending on what kind of mood I'm in. But like, dude, what an amazing performance from Nicolas Cage. And I'm a Nicolas Cage hater, dude. I'm not going to lie. I really don't like him most of the time because he's so out of his mind. But it works in this movie. When you're playing a character that's out of his mind, it makes sense. So honestly, I think the solution to this problem that I have is like, just only have Nicolas Cage play fucking maniacs, and I'll probably love the guy and everything he's in. Because this was amazing. He genuinely freaked me out. Amazing performance. Austin Butler in Dune Part 2. I struggled with giving him a nomination at first because, like, he's not in the movie as much as I would have wanted him to be. But when he's there, he kind of just, like, you're, like, glued to the screen when he's there. Like, he just gives a really interesting, captivating performance. Like, when he's there, it's just he kind of just, like, I'm locked into him every time he's on screen. I wish there was some more of him in the movie, but when he's there, he's killing it. Great performance. He's kind of just like a psychotic animal that they send to just go kill people, pretty much. Like, Great villain. I wish we did get a little bit more of him, but when he's there, he leaves a big impact, so I had to give him a nomination. A great performance. Renzi Feliz, or Feliz, hope I said that right, from The Penguin. I loved Vic. I thought he was a great character. And yeah, I just really enjoyed his character a lot. At first, I wasn't sure how much I was going to like his character, but as the show went on and on and on, I got really attached to him and I really liked him a lot. And I just wanted to see him be okay, because he kind of got dragged into this really shitty situation. I just wanted to see how he was going to deal with it. And I just got really attached to him throughout the show, really cared for him a lot and liked him a lot. So had to throw him a nomination. I thought it was an amazing performance. I am excited for Welcome to Derry. I will definitely talk about Welcome to Derry when it comes out. Probably on a podcast. I don't know if I'll do episode to episode. I might wait for the show to end to talk about it, but I am excited for that show, and I probably will want to talk about it. Because, yeah, having Bill Skarsgård come back as Pennywise is definitely something I want to talk about. Willem Dafoe and Nosferatu was amazing, bro. I mean, Willem Dafoe, like saying Willem Dafoe gave a great performance is like saying water's wet at this point, you know? I love the guy. They had him play the kind of slightly unhinged but based professor in the movie. Almost like the Van Helsing kind of role of like, he's really the only one that kind of knows what's going on. He's the one that's trying to figure out how to actually stop Nosferatu. And he's just amazing, bro. Absolutely amazing. Same thing. Whenever he's on screen, I'm just locked into him. He completely steals the show in every scene he's in. Amazing performance. Him and Robert Eggers. Just great match. Great match. I love Willem Dafoe. There's not much else to say. Just an amazing performance from Willem Dafoe. And then we got Chris Hemsworth and Furiosa. I do want to rewatch this movie before I do my top 10 of the year, maybe, but he was definitely the highlight of that film for me. He was just having so much fun, going batshit fucking crazy. He's hilarious. I just love the performance. I thought, and you could tell that he was just loving being in the movie. Such a fun performance, man. He had to get a nomination here. It's definitely one of the performances that stuck with me throughout the entire year. I'm not gonna lie, the movie itself didn't really stick with me throughout the entire year. Like, I really liked the movie, but like every now and then I'm just like, you know, there is no harp, you know. Like, I was just thinking of Chris Hemsworth, you know, like what a great performance. Just so much fun. Had to give him a nod. And then the honorable mentions, dude, I felt really bad about not nominating Javier Bardem for Dune Part 2. I thought about giving him the nomination over Austin Butler, but at the end of the day, I was like, Austin Butler's performance is better just because I feel like he's doing more. You know what I mean? Where like Javier Bardem's just being fucking awesome as usual. And he's amazing in the movie. Lisa, you know, like he's awesome. He was cracking me up. He honestly might be like one of my, like him and Josh Brolin are like two of my favorite characters in Dune Part 2. I love them both. Also a little shout out to Josh Brolin in Dune Part 2. He's also great. The entire cast of Dune Part 2 is amazing. Javier Bardem really stood out to me, but I just couldn't give him the nod over Austin Butler, even though I really wanted to for a little bit. And then same thing for Jesse Plemons. Civil War disappointed me a little bit as a film. I want to rewatch it maybe and see if it grew on me a little bit, but that scene, the scene with Jesse Plemons in Civil War is one of the best scenes I've seen in a movie this entire year. Genuinely like white knuckle, edge of my seat, tension, wanting to shit myself with his little fucker and his red sunglasses, bro. Like Jesse Plemons is a menace to society in the best way possible. Like unbelievable performance. It's only a 5-minute scene, but that's a scene that stuck with me throughout the entire year. The rest of the movie, no, but that scene is like probably a top 5 scene of the year for me if I really had to think about it. Like unbelievable scene, unbelievable performance. So shout out to Jesse Plemons and Javier Bardem for their great performances. Next up, we got Best Supporting Actress in a Show or Movie. This one was hard for me to pick for the complete opposite reason of supporting actor, where I actually kind of struggled picking performances for this. Just because I feel like a lot of the things I saw, I didn't really feel like there was a lot of like supporting actress roles that really caught my attention. So it took me a little bit to grab my nominations for this. But I think we have a decent group here. I think we do. Starting it off with Rebecca Ferguson from Doom Part 2. I thought it was really interesting where her character went. And she really just makes it work with her performance. She's pretty unhinged in this movie. But I thought she did a great job. I love Rebecca Ferguson as an actress, and she killed it in Doom Part 2. We're going to follow that right up with Zendaya in Doom Part 2 as well. Same thing. She really wasn't in Doom Part 1 that much. I know she was like the main thing people were kind of waiting to see in Doom Part 2 was how Zendaya was going to be, and just no one's surprised. She was amazing. She's amazing in everything she does. And I really, really liked her character. I really liked her performance. She's a badass. And just, yeah, I really liked the character. I felt bad for her with where the story goes. And I'm excited to see what she does in Part 3. Ingrid Torelli in Late Night with the Devil. She's fucking creepy, man. She's creepy. She is creepy. There's not much else to say. She really... When she comes on screen, there's an entire shift in the movie pretty much where she just does a great job of being this uncomfortable, possessed little girl. Like, she does an amazing job. I love like the little detail she does where like she's just staring at the different cameras, like almost the entire time. Like she's on a talk show and she's just staring into the cameras. Like, just an amazing performance. Great job. Then we got Alia Brown. I hope I said that right. She plays young Furiosa and Furiosa. I just gave her a nod because I remember thinking she did a really good job in the first half of the movie. She kind of ends up being in the movie for a good amount. Like, Anya Taylor-Joy is pretty much the lead of the movie, but you could kind of make an argument that she is in a way too, because she carries a good amount of the beginning of this movie, and she did a really good job. So I had to give her a nomination. I felt like spoiled that one because my key bugged out. Alicia Witt and Longlegs, same thing, just a creepy performance. I just enjoyed her performance. Like when we had the conversations with her on the phone, you kind of get one vibe from her. Then you start seeing her like in person in the movie, and you get another vibe from her. Where the story goes with her in this movie, I think she did a great job of selling it and making it work. Really enjoyed her performance in Longlegs. And then again, I don't really know how to pronounce her name, so I'm sorry if I pronounced it wrong. I think it's Deirdre O'Connell, maybe. From The Penguin. She has a lot of really good scenes in The Penguin. She plays the Penguin's mom, who has like Alzheimer's, dementia, and she's kind of like the Penguin's heart pretty much, or lack thereof for the show. Like I think a lot of things that happen with her character are very interesting, and she did a great job in the show, so I had to give her a little nomination there. I did see that the Daredevil trailer is coming out tomorrow, and I'll be honest with you, chat, I have not seen the Daredevil show. It is on my list of shows to watch. I might be the worst TV watcher of all time. I'm definitely up there. I will try to watch Daredevil before the new season comes out, though, because I want to watch it. Especially because Jon Bernthal's in it as the Punisher. Now we've got Best Director of a Show or Movie. And we've got, kicking it off, Denis Villeneuve, Dune Part 2, to no one's surprise. Had to be there. Robert Eggers for Nosferatu, again, probably to no one's surprise. Had to be there. Osgood Perkins for Longlegs, feel like he had to be there. Luca Guadagnino for Challengers. I felt like giving him a nod just because the style of the movie, the pace of the movie. I didn't love Challengers as much as everybody else did, but I think he did a really good job of directing the movie and giving it that style, so I had to do it. Fede for Alien Romulus, again, I thought he just did a great job, and Damien Leone for Terrifier 3. Had to give him a nod. Had to. Yep, it's a me, the Megadeth mega fan, dude. Yeah, I definitely love Megadeth, bro. What's up, Chainsaw? What are you doing, bro? What up? What up? What up? Yeah, everyone said Daredevil was amazing. I want to watch it. I am gonna watch it. I'll let you guys know when I watch it, what I think of it. But yeah, a pretty stacked cast, or a pretty stacked group of directors here, in my opinion. Denis being one of my favorites of all time. Robert Eggers, a modern favorite of mine. I love Fede from the Evil Dead remake, Don't Breathe, and now Alien Romulus. Damien Leone, also a personal favorite of mine. Osgood Perkins is the director I'm going to be watching now after Longlegs, and Luca Guadagnino, I think, is also just a talented director. Even though I don't love his films, I really respect his directing. So all of them had to get nominated. Now we got Best Cinematography in a show or movie. And we've got Dune Part 2, which I feel like most frames of that movie you could probably just print out and put them on your wall. Kind of the same thing with Nosferatu. If you want a little bit more of a goth vibe, print out some frames from Nosferatu hanging on your wall. Longlegs, I thought, also just looked really, really good. Thought it was a really just nicely shot movie. Alien Romulus, a lot of the shots of space and just the shots of the aliens and everything, like, just, it looked amazing. Furiosa, again, like, some not great visual effects in there, but every shot in a way kind of looked like a painting. So I thought it looked visually pretty good for the most part. The shots are great. And then Terrifier 3 I gave because I really enjoyed the old school, like, 70s slasher vibe meets old school Christmas movie. I really liked the overall look of Terrifier 3, so I gave it a shot in there too, which, again, never only see that on this channel. I don't think anyone else would put Terrifier 3 up there for like one of their best looking like cinematography of the year award. But I really like the way that movie looks, so I gave it a shot. And there's some shots in there that I think are amazing. Best score of a show or movie. We've got Dune Part 2. Again, no one's surprised. It's fucking Hans Zimmer. Terrifier 3. Again, I love the old school slasher scores that all of the Terrifier movies have. Also mixed with, like, the Terrifier Christmas song is hilarious. I love the music in the Terrifier movies. Longlegs, again, another great score. Added to the tension of the movie. Nosferatu is interesting because it's like when the music is there, it's amazing, but then there's also a lot of scenes where there's no score, and it's amazing because there isn't score. But I think when there is score, because there's a lack thereof sometimes, it makes the score hit harder, if that makes sense. Because of the scenes that don't have a score, when the score is there, I feel like I felt the impact of the score more. And the scenes that do have a score are pretty fucking sweet. Challengers, again, really like synthy, techno-y, like almost like over the top score, but it added to the style of the movie and I enjoyed it. I thought it was kind of funny in a way, like how like just kind of over the top, almost cheesy the score is in a way, but I enjoyed it, so I gave it a nod. And Smile 2, the score is creepy. The like I don't even know, I guess it is like a synth kind of thing too, but like there's certain like bits of score in Smile 2 that are creepy, man, especially like in the opening scene and stuff, like when shit gets really fucked up and the score kicks in. It's creepy. I really enjoy it. All right, the best hero category, one of my Bravo Award special awards that you won't see on the Oscars, because I like doing that. Paul Atreides in Dune Part 2. From a certain perspective, he's a hero. From a certain perspective, he's not. I don't know anything about where the story goes after Dune Part 2. I have heard people say that, you know, and Dune Part 3 is probably not going to be a great guy. And even in Dune Part 2, you know, you might not think, but I just nominated him because it's, in my eyes, in Dune Part 2, he's not really doing anything like fucked up. I guess he kind of is the hero in Dune Part 2. He does, the only thing he does that kind of is dickish is what he does to Chani. But that's pretty much it. Sienna from Terrifier 3. Badass final girl. One of my favorite final girls of all time. Love Sienna. Deadpool from Deadpool Wolverine. Just had to do it. Even though The entire movie kind of deals with if he's like a hero or not, or ready for the Avengers. Had to nominate him. Same thing with Wolverine. Same thing. Even though they set him up where like they're both kind of like pretty much anti-heroes, they still get the hero nod because at the end of the day, you know, for those who've seen the movie, they do the heroic thing, you know, like they have to. So both of them get the nod for best hero, obviously. And yes, there it is. The first nominations for Deadpool and Wolverine. Colt Seavers from Fall Guy. Love me some Ryan Gosling. Had to get the nomination. We only had 5 noms for heroes and villains this year. Only had 5. Same thing for villains. We're gonna keep it to 5. I made it even. This villain category is stacked though, dude. Count Orlok from Nosferatu. What a guy. What a guy. Honestly, I'm not looking forward to picking the winner of this award because this is a crazy category. I think Robert Eggers crafted a horror all-timer here with this version of Count Orlok. He's fucking badass. He's intimidating. Crazy. And crazy performance from Bill Skarsgård. Longlegs from Longlegs. Again, I think someone that'll be a modern horror icon. Nicolas Cage did a great job of just being a creepy fucking piece of shit. Amazing performance. Art the Clown. You know, the usual suspects. All these guys got nominated earlier in the show, and here they are for Best Villain, facing off against each other. It's going to be a nightmare to pick the winner. Art the Clown might be the biggest menace to society of all time. What a fucking monster, but I love the guy. I love the guy, but what a menace, dude. His psychotic... He got cranked up to he was already cranked up to a 20 and Terrifier 2. Damien Leone, I think, broke the fucking knob and cranked him up to like a 50 and Terrifier 3. This dude is a menace. Fade Rotha and Dune Part 2. Another good, intimidating villain. Great performance from Austin Butler. And then Oz, the Penguin from The Penguin. He is a villain. And I'm happy that he's a villain. They didn't decide to do the Sony Spider-Man universe thing where they're like, oh, we're going to make a Venom movie, but he's not a villain. Oh, we're going to make a Craven movie, but he's not the villain. Oh, we're going to make a Morbius movie, but he's not the villain. They're like, no, we're going to make a Penguin show, and he's going to be a fucking piece of shit, dude. And he is. He's a fucking piece of shit. So, great, great villain. Can't wait to see Batman beat the shit out of him in the Batman Part 2, hopefully. Biggest surprise of the year. So this award goes to basically, it's all movies. It could have been a show if I saw more shows. But this goes to the movie pretty much that surprised me the most. So something I didn't really have expectations for that much, but really surprised me. And from what I remember, they're all horror movies. Late Night with the Devil. A movie that I didn't know was coming out, started hearing buzz about it, wasn't sure if I was going to like it or not when I went to go see it, and I loved it. So it gets the biggest surprise nod, because it ended up being one of my favorites of the year, and I didn't even know what it was until I went to go see it, pretty much. I started hearing people talk about it, I was like, oh, that sounds kind of cool. I'll go try it, see if it's good or not, and I really liked it, so here it is. In a Violent Nature, a movie that I saw the trailer for in theaters. I was like, you know, that looks really cool to me. But it could also, you know, I was like, it could be cool or it could be shit. And I personally really enjoyed it. I know a lot of people didn't really like this movie. I did. A lot of people say it's a walking simulator, which it kind of can be. And I know a lot of people didn't really like the ending of this movie. I was kind of indifferent towards the ending of this movie. I thought the idea was really cool that you basically get to follow the killer of a slasher movie around the entire movie. I thought it was kind of a cool idea. I enjoyed it personally. I didn't really know what to expect going in. I thought the trailer was cool, but that's really all I knew. I didn't really hear anybody talk about it. I ended up really enjoying it, so it gets a nomination for biggest surprise. The First Omen. Like I said, I saw the trailers for this. and I was just kind of like, I don't know. I was like, it looks like a horror movie. Like the trailers did really nothing for me. I expected it to be bad. I'm not really a fan of the original Omen, which I know is kind of a hot take. But I ended up really, really liking this movie a lot, and it actually made me a little uncomfortable while I was watching it, which I was surprised by. I did not expect the first Omen to kind of creep me out a little bit, because I don't really creep easy, but it creeped me out. It did a good job. Some amazing visuals in here that are just like disgusting. Great, great movie that surprised me. Same thing with Immaculate. Like, I know, Jeff, you said earlier in the year, this was like the year of nun horror. I thought this movie was going to be shit 100%. I thought this movie was going to be absolute dookie. I was like, I don't want it to be because I like Sydney Sweeney. I think it's the first thing I saw her in after Euphoria. I think it's the only thing I've seen her in after Euphoria, to be honest. I think I've only seen her in Euphoria and Immaculate. Trailers, again, look super stereotypical, super just whatever. And I know Neon, and I like Neon's horror movies. But I was just like, I don't know about this one, man. It just looks so by the book. I was like, to me, it just looked like, oh, the Nun movies are making money at the box office, so let's make another Nun horror movie that's not the Nun. I ended up really, really liking it a lot. I really did. I think Immaculate and the first Omen kind of suffer a little bit because they both came out in the beginning of the year, and they were pretty similar in concept in a way of like what the movies were. I think if they were spaced out more, I would appreciate them more, but I kind of feel like I saw them back to back, really enjoyed them for a while, and then I kind of forgot about them a little bit. But they're movies I do want to rewatch, and I did really like. And even when I think back on them, there's moments in both the movies that I really, really like. So yeah, I thought it was going to be shit, and I ended up having a really good time with it. So Immaculate, big surprise. Longlegs, same thing as like in A Violent Nature, where I saw the trailer. I was like, the trailer looks really good. I was like, I like Micah Monroe. I'm hit or miss on Nicolas Cage. I've never seen an Osgood Perkins movie, but it's a neon horror movie, and I've been liking neon. So kind of the same thing as in A Violent Nature. I was like, I don't know. I was like, it looks cool, but it could also, not be cool. And I loved it. It's one of my favorite movies of the year. So, nomination. Here it is. Smile 2. When I saw the first Smile movie, I thought that movie was going to be shit. I ended up really liking it. But for some reason, when I heard they're making a sequel to Smile 2, it was going to be set around a pop star, I was like, that might be shit. Again, like, I don't know. Like, I was like, that might be shit. And I saw the trailer, and I was unimpressed by the trailer. And then I watched it, and it blew me the fuck away. I loved this movie. I thought it was fantastic. I thought it was maybe better than the first one. Maybe. I have to rewatch it. I think I like... All I'll say is I like the creature design in the first movie more than they did in this movie. But besides that, as a movie, I definitely think I like Smile 2 more, for sure. There's parts in here that made me uncomfortable while watching it. I really like Naomi Scott's character. I'll stop questioning the Smile franchise, honestly, now, because I thought the first movie was going to be shit. Really liked it. I thought the second movie was going to be shit, and I liked it even more than the first. So when the third one comes out, I'm just going to go in and watch it and not expect it to be shit. So hopefully, unless the trailer's shit, but I don't know. But I'm going to stop judging this franchise because I've been very pleasantly surprised with every movie so far. And Parker Finn as a director is someone I'm very excited to see what they do because the style in this movie is amazing. So yeah. It was Sydney Sweeney's personal project, and she did a good job with it. It's a good movie. I thought it was gonna be bad, but it was a good movie. Smile 2 is the way to do. Trap I didn't enjoy. I wanted to watch Trap, but I heard mixed things about it, so I ended up just not seeing it in theaters because that's when I was busy with school and work and everything. So I just skipped that one. I'll probably watch it at some point, but I'm also not a M. Night Shyamalan fan, like, at all. So I don't know. I like Josh Hart in it, though. So I don't know. I'll watch it probably eventually. All right. Game of the year. Game of the year. This year, I didn't really, like... off the top of my head, I might be just wrong, but I don't think there's like any big story game really that came out this year that I can think of instantly. So not a lot of nominations that are like super crazy this year. Really, all I came up with, I got Black Ops 6, Marvel Rivals, which is a fresh one, and Helldivers 2. I almost nominated Fortnite again, but I was like, I won't do it this year. But Black Ops 6, I really enjoy the multiplayer. The campaign was a little bit of a letdown for me, but it was still good. It was decent. And I thought the zombies is really fun. I like Black Ops 6 a lot. I think it's one of the better Call of Duty games, especially recently. I was playing Marvel Rivals before I started the stream with my friends. I always have a really good time when I play it. It's literally Overwatch, but Marvel. But I think it's fun. I think it's a fun game. And Helldivers 2, you guys know, who've been around on the channel for a while, I was streaming the fuck out of this game when I first got it with Chainsaw, playing it all the time, had an amazing time playing it. Honestly, I've been getting the itch to go back and play it again. So I might do a Helldivers stream soon. I don't know, dude. I kind of want to play the game again. I kind of miss it. It was just a really fun, chill game to play, which is nice. In a game, we're in a world now where every game is just a sweat fest where you have to try your ass off at everything. It's really nice to have a game where if you want to just be a casual shoot 'em up type thing with your friends, you can have it be that way. And if you want to crank the difficulty up, you can get sweaty too. So I really had a great time with the Helldivers game. So I might go back and try it. And those streams are funny. I had a great time playing that game. I think I might go back. All right, chat, here we go. Music awards, baby. They were gone last year. They're back this year because I actually listened to a good amount of new music this year. And these were a really hard group of awards to pick nominations for because I want to nominate a lot of things. And we're starting it off with Album of the Year. First nominee, GNX by Kendrick Lamar. Came out of nowhere, dude. He shock dropped an album, and in my opinion, it is gas. It is an amazing album. I think it's his most fun album. It's his least like lyrical concept album. Like it's just an album you can throw on and have fun with, which I appreciate because Kendrick is usually a dude who goes into pretty heavy subjects, very lyrical, very dense. But this time he's like, you know what? I'm gonna just make a bunch of West Coast bangers because fuck it. And I loved it. And there's still songs on here that are very dense lyrically, but also sound amazing and are fun to listen to. Kendrick is going on tour, and I'm trying to go see him when he goes on tour in concert again. I love this album. Blue Lips by Schoolboy Q. I did go see him in concert for this album. I love this album. Another just amazing West Coast album to come out this year. Schoolboy Q, in my opinion, is maybe the most underrated rapper in the game right now. I think he is an unbelievable rapper, lyricist, just amazing. Like he does West Coast gangster rap, but when he wants to hit you with some heavy lyrics, he'll do it. When he wants to make a fun song that just sounds good, he can do that. Like he can pretty much do anything he wants, man. And this was a great album. A really, really great album. It's been a long time since he dropped the album, and the album was definitely worth the wait. I was very satisfied with Blue Lips by Schoolboy Q, and it was an amazing concert. Got to meet the guy. Awesome dude. Made me love him even more. I already loved him for years. Blue Lips by Schoolboy Q. Amazing album, man. Amazing. Ultra 85 by Logic. An album that Logic fans have been waiting for since 2017. He started teasing Ultra 85 in 2017, and we got it in 2024. And it was just an album for his fans. It was a love letter to his fans. He gave me old school Logic vibes while also trying some new things on different songs, and it just really worked. Picking up the story that he had on Under Pressure, The Incredible True Story, and Everybody. You get the amazing skits with Thomas and Kai coming back that I love. And it's some of the best music he's made in a while. I think post his like retirement, that wasn't a retirement, he's come back really like kind of back on his game a little bit. Like No Pressure was a great album, and Ultra 85 is another great album. So really excited. He's kind of teasing music again, so he might be coming back this year too with another album or something. So I'm excited to see what he does. Ultra 85 was a great album that he made for his fans. It was like a fan service album, but I was a fan and I was serviced and I enjoyed it. We Don't Trust You by Metro Boomin and Future, a collab album. They dropped 2 albums this year. Both of them were amazing. And it was hard to pick one. But when I looked at my like end of the year statistics on Apple Music, I listened to this album more. And I've been going back to this album more than We Still Don't Trust You. Even though when I first heard We Still Don't Trust You, I said I liked it more than this album, but I think I've kind of changed my mind and I like We Don't Trust You more. There's really no misses on this album. There's one song that I'm not crazy about, but I wouldn't even say it's bad. Otherwise, every single song is fire. The production for Metro Boomin is amazing. Future is giving some of the best rapping performances he's given in a long time. And then you've got bangers on there like that with Kendrick and Cinderella with Travis Scott and Everyday Hustle with Rick Ross. Like, great album. You got The Weeknd popping up every now and then with like background vocals and shit. Like, just an amazing album. Future and Metro are like a dynamic duo. Getting a full album of them just locking in was amazing. American Dream by 21 Savage. I thought the rollout for this album was kind of funny, where he had trailers that was making it look like there was going to be a movie to go along with it. He had like Donald Glover and Caleb McLaughlin in it. It was kind of funny. And the album was good. It was a good album. It was a fun album. I'm a 21 Savage fan, and he delivered on what I look for him to deliver. Just like good, kind of like, you know, dark gangster rap kind of like bangers. Also dropping a couple of introspective tracks that I wasn't really expecting to get from someone like 21 Savage. The last couple of songs, him tackling like street violence and stuff, I was like, wow, look at 21 growing up, man. And they were good too. Like, they were actually like good lyrical songs. They sounded good. I was like, wow, look at 21. Not just talking about killing people all the time. Talking about not killing people. I was like, wow, this is great. This is great, dude. What a guy. And then, you know, Nina, again with Travis Scott, one of my favorite songs of the year. Red Rum was an amazing song. Just a really good album. I listened to this album a lot. I really enjoyed it. Album full of bangers. Thought it was really solid. Hearthstone Psycho by Don Toliver. Another great album. I love Don Toliver. And I think this is his best album yet. I think this is the best album he's put out so far. A little bit of a weird format where it's technically like a 4-disc album and every disc is like 3 or 4 songs. But there's really no songs on here that I didn't like. The only thing I can say is like he went for the whole biker aesthetic on this album, and he leans into it sometimes, but also sometimes he doesn't. Like, there's songs like Tore Up, Bandit, Kryptonite, where he's got, you know, like some guitar or like rock samples on there that kind of fit the whole biker vibe. And those songs are honestly like the highlights of the project for me for the most part. I wish he leaned into that a little bit more. And then there's other songs in there, just like normal Don Toliver songs, but they're very good normal Don Toliver songs. Like Purple Rain with Metro Boomin and Future is heavenly. And Inside with Travis Scott is amazing. Like, there's really not a skip on this album. I enjoy the whole thing front to back. It's a really nice, just vibey album. Like, Don Toliver just gives me good vibes, man. He did a great job. And I'm always excited to see what he drops. So really good. Really good. I thought this was a great album. I know people like to say he's an industry plant too because of Travis Scott, but if he was an industry plant, he wouldn't be around. He wouldn't have lasted long, you know, like Sheck West. You know, I like Sheck West, but he was, you know, Don Toliver's here to stay. He's a staple of modern rap, and I think he's great. He just brings great melodies and vibes. His flows, his singing, like everything. I just really enjoyed this album. So now we move on to best song of the year, which was the hardest category for me to pick in this entire award show. This was the hardest category for me to pick in this entire award show, man. This took me a long time. So I'm about killing people. Yeah, I mean, if obviously you guys know I like rap, so basically all my nominations are rap stuff. So if you guys like rap, or if you want to just dip your toe into the rap side of things, those are my picks for the best albums I've come out this year, obviously. So they get the Bravo stamp of approval. Obviously. So best song of the year. We've got Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar. It was hard to pick one song from the Drake and Kendrick beef that went on this year. But I went with Not Like Us just because, one, I think as a song, it is the best song that got dropped in that beef, while also being an amazing diss track. Like, he made a diss track that's also a banger. Like, crazy. Really, really great, fun song. Well, fun. Not the subject matter so much, but the song itself is fun. Ghost in the Machine by Logic. A song that, again, Logic fans have been waiting to hear since 2017. It is a song that he put a snippet up on his Instagram in 2017, and we finally got to hear the song in 2024. I literally almost cried when I heard it. It made me almost cry. It got nominated. I couldn't believe that we were finally getting that after all these years. It was like the Logic snippet, and we got it. So that was huge. Dancing in the Flames acoustic version by The Weeknd. The first single from his new album that unfortunately got delayed to the 31st of January, but we'll be here for it, baby. Don't worry. I like the acoustic version better than the normal version. I think the acoustic version is fucking heavenly. There's no other way to put it. He literally sounds like a goddamn angel that came down from above and just hopped in the studio and was like, let me just sing on these hoes real quick. Like, let me just bless everyone's eardrums real quick. I mean, look at him in that fucking oh, what a guy. Look at that. The beautiful robe and everything. Oh. Dude, when that Weeknd album drops, you guys better get ready for me to glaze the fuck out of him. Dancing in the Flames acoustic is genuinely one of the most gorgeous songs I've ever heard in my life. His vocals are angelic. Some of the notes he hits are unbelievable. And I like me a good acoustic song, What a vibe. Love that song. Speaking of vibes, Electro Wave Baby by Kid Cudi. A song that I honestly didn't really like the first time I heard it, but it was so kind of off kilter that it stuck in my head, and I just kept listening to it and listening to it and listening to it. And then it turned into, okay, I need to listen to the song. And then when the song ended, I was like, all right, I need to listen to it again. So I would listen to the song one time, rewind it, listen to it a second time, then move on. It's like every time I played Electro Wave Baby in the car, I listened to it twice, 2 times in a row, back to back. I needed an encore every time. It was a song that threw me off because it's almost like a old school 70s kind of funk thing, but then he adds trap drums on it, and he's kind of not rapping on it, but singing on it, kind of it threw me off the first time I heard it, but then it just got stuck in my head, and I physically could not stop listening to it. I just had to listen to it. So Kid Cudi with that nomination there. Blue Slides by Schoolboy Q. A beautiful, beautiful song that is also a tribute to Mac Miller. Just a lyrical masterpiece, I think. Just talking some real shit on that song. The beat is beautiful. This super slow, jazz clubby kind of beat. Oh man, it's class. It's elegant. And then Schoolboy's just ripping it, dude. What a song. And then we got Cinderella by Future and Metro Boomin featuring Travis Scott. A song that I just went back to nonstop. It's it's got a really great, dreamy, psychedelic, guitar or harp thing. I don't know how to describe it. It's just a very, kind of you just hear it and you kind of want to just rock back and forth a little bit, while you're also head bobbing, great future verse on there. Dude, you put Travis Scott on psychedelic production, it's just magic. It's just magic every time with his beautiful vocals, man. Oh my God. Just a great, Future and Travis are the goats of psychedelic trap. And then you get the best trap producer of all time, Metro Boomin, with the 2 goats of psychedelic trap. Magic is made. you got an amazing song right there with Cinderella, Future and Travis Scott. What a song. Amazing song. I love it. Short, sweet, to the point. Amazing stuff. And during the actual award show, I think I'm going to play snippets of every song. I just did do it now, but I think for the actual award show, like I'll do it like the Grammys, where like you hear like a couple seconds of it, and then we'll play it, so you guys can actually understand what I'm talking about. And then honorable mention, Nina by 21 Savage, also featuring Travis Scott. Amazing song, produced by Metro Boomin. Amazing song. It took a lot for me not to nominate it. I thought about extending this category to 7 nominations just so I could nominate it, but I just couldn't do it. I stuck to my guns. It was hard, but I stuck to my guns. So Nina is an honorable mention. Best feature of the year. So best feature performance on a song. We've got Kendrick Lamar featured on the song Like That by Future and Metro Boomin. This is the song that started the Kendrick and Drake beef. This was like the warning shot almost, if you will, where he was like, "Hey man, you want to talk about, you know, talking to Drake and J. Cole, like, hey, you guys want to say that you two are like, you know, the GOATs. I'm right here, bitch. What's up? I'm better than both of you." That was his little warning shot, and it started everything. And it's also a banger of a song and an amazing verse from Kendrick. Travis Scott featured on Nina by 21 Savage. Travis was rapping like old school Travis on this one, man. Like when I think of like younger Travis, I think of him rapping a little bit more, like with a little bit of like hunger. New Travis is much more about the sounds and everything, like just the vibe, the psychedelic like vibe and sounds of everything. He's still like on Utopia, he was rapping, which was a nice change. It reminded me of old Travis, but like this song, this verse on Nina really was like, wow, this is like early Travis. I'm also in a Travis Scott shirt right now, Chad. The glazing will continue. Just yeah, when I heard that verse, as soon as he came in on the song, I was like, oh, we're getting this Travis. And I couldn't believe my ears. I love, what a verse. I gotta shut the fuck up. Dodie 6 on Hey Now by Kendrick Lamar. I've never heard Dodie 6 before in my life. It's really cool that Kendrick decided to put on a bunch of like local LA rappers on the GNX album, just to kind of show love to California. Dodie just came through with a really catchy, low-key verse. I love his really low-key, subtle delivery on it. The flow is nasty. He slid on the beat. I just really like it. I just really, really like it. It's probably my favorite feature on that album, besides the one that also got nominated later on. Ade on Ghost in the Machine by Logic. Never heard him before either, but really enjoyed his feature verse on Ghost in the Machine. A lot of like good sports bars on there, like that I enjoyed, like Hassan Whiteside and Shannon Sharp and stuff. Like I thought he had good bars on it. I liked his voice. I liked his flow. I thought it was a really good verse overall that added to the song, so had to give him a little love. The Weeknd on All to Myself by Future and Metro Boomin. He's kind of like sing rapping on it, and he's also sending shots at Drake, but in the most beautiful way possible. I just really, really like his verse on All to Myself. I love that song. It's like a smooth guitar beat, and he's just like sing rapping on it. You know? The shooter's making TikToks. We're laughing in the Lambo. I love that verse by him. He killed that. And then the other Kendrick feature I was talking about, we got SZA on Luther by Kendrick Lamar on his new album. Bro, SZA and Kendrick Lamar are a just amazing duo. Them singing a duet together was not something that I thought I needed, but I need it. What a beautiful fucking song. Luther is an amazing song, bro. SZA and Kendrick need to lock in and make a collab album at this point, because every time they're on a song together, it's magic. It's usually SZA just coming in with beautiful vocals and Kendrick rapping, but both of them like singing a duet together. Unbelievable, bro. Unbelievable. What a song. And now we got Best Beat of the Year. Obviously, this goes to my favorite beats on songs of the year. Another category that was very, very hard to pick. That's not what I meant to do. We're almost done, Chad. This is the last category. First beat, we got Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar, produced by Mustard. Insert the clip of Kendrick screaming mustard. I can't do it right now because my vocal cords will explode because I've been talking for an hour straight. Amazing beat. Amazing West Coast banger beat. Kendrick slid on it. It's gonna go down in hip hop history. Just like the Like That beat by Metro Boomin. Like That by Future Metro Boomin featuring Kendrick Lamar. Another, like I said, the song that started the beef, and Metro spazzed the fuck out on that beat. People like were even jokingly saying like, "Oh, since Metro can't rap, that's his distrumental instead of like a diss track." We were going a distrumental because the beat is just so fucking disgusting on it, dude. Like he went crazy, man. Metro Boomin is the best modern producer in rap. Like what a guy. What a guy. I love me some Metro Boomin. Love him so much they got 2 nominations. I picked one song from each album. Then we got We Still Don't Trust You by Future and Metro Boomin, produced by Metro Boomin. So Like That is just an unholy banger. We Still Don't Trust You is like a fucking alien coked out basement of like a dance strip club, dude. Like it's got like this just dance groove to it with like crazy sound effects and drums and stuff. Like it is unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. What a song. I love that song. It's got The Weeknd on it too. Crazy, crazy song. Thank God For Me by Schoolboy Q, produced by Cal Banks, DJ Fu, and JLBS. I mean, they sampled Zep's overture from Saw. They sampled the Saw theme, dude. It's a nasty beat switch. When the Saw sample kicks in, it's crazy. And then when it cuts back to this beautiful, lush, dreamy beat, like it shouldn't work because you have this beautiful, like dreamlike beat, and then you just get slapped in the face with the Saw theme, and then you get slapped in the face with this dreamy, like floaty beat again, and it just works. Schoolboy rips the beat to fucking shreds. It's unbelievable. There's a lot of beats on Blue Lips that I wanted to pick, but I went with Thank God For Me. Next up, we got Tore Up by Don Toliver, produced by Baby Kobe and Matt Spatola. This is the song that leans most into the biker vibe for me, I think. You just got these crazy guitar licks and sample in there. Great drums, bass. Like, it's just a titty slapper, bro. Like, this is a banger. Don went crazy on it. The beat's nasty. It's short, sweet, to the point. It's unbelievable. And yet another beat from the Kendrick and Drake beef. We got 3 beats from the Kendrick and Drake beef, all Kendrick beats, nominated for the Bravo Awards this year. The final one, Meet the Grams by The Alchemist. Dude, this beat is scary. When I was going through beats to pick, I almost didn't nominate this one because it is very simple. But sometimes, you know, simple is the way to go, bro, because this beat gives me goosebumps when I listen to it. It's also because of how demonic Kendrick sounds on it and how scary the whole vibe is. But the whole vibe is set by this creepy ass sample beat that The Alchemist just went crazy on. It gives me goosebumps. Like, it's a creepy, it just sets the entire, like, dude, Meet the Grams is genuinely a terrifying song, and half of it is because of what Kendrick is saying and sounding like on it. And the other half is because of this just demonic piano beat that The Alchemist cooked up that is just unbelievable. It's not the most impressive beat, like technical wise. Like, there's not a whole lot going on, but like I said, sometimes simplicity is the key. Bro, it's disturbing. It's a creepy fucking thing, bro. It is insane. It's nuts. It's absolutely insane. So I just had to give it a nomination because honestly, looking back on it too, like, it's a super impactful beat too. Like, it's impactful. Like, that's what I was thinking too. Like, the Not Like Us beat and the Like That beat are iconic. And if those are nominated, then the Meet the Grams beat had to be, bro, because it's just as iconic to the whole beef and voice crack. And it's just like a way I nominated these two was like, there was like songs that I thought about after the fact. It's like, oh, right, that song had a good beat. But if it's like a beat I instantly remembered when I was looking at the track list of some albums, That's how I knew it was a strong contender. Like, I can think of all these beats in my head right now and I can hear them. So that's kind of how I came to that choice right there. But that's it. Those are the nominations for the 3rd annual Bravo Awards, ladies and gentlemen. That was 72 slides of a presentation and almost an hour and 20 minutes of me just yapping, dude. Yeah, the Kendrick and Drake beef was a massive deal. I mean, like, I'll put it this way. There's no other way to put it. Think of the 2 biggest artists in the world in a certain genre of music just beefing with each other. Like, they're just actively dissing the fuck out of each other, and it got nasty. Like, I don't know. Like, I can't think of like a good comparison for it. Like, I don't know. Like, it's like Biggie and Tupac pretty much, but like modern, you know? Like rap, we've had Biggie and Tupac. We've had Jay-Z and Nas. And then we got Drake and Kendrick. Just the 2 titans of rap. Just shitting on each other. And it was dirty and it was glorious. But that's it. Yes, congratulations to all those that were nominated. You made 2024 a great year for me. So yeah, Chad, that's gonna do it. That's gonna do it. Those are all my nominations. It was a fun time and a hard time picking all of those. Now I have an even harder time because now I have to pick the winner in all of those categories. So I'm hoping I'll have the winners picked semi soon because I don't want like the nominations to happen this week and then like you don't get the winners until like February or something. So I'm going to do my best to really lock in, pick my winners so there's not like a big gap in between. Obviously, when you're watching this show where I'm going over the winners, you'll see all of the nominations so you won't, in case like you forget, obviously. And like I said, for the music, I might be playing snippets of the songs too. I have to see. But we will be doing the actual award show where I'm picking all the winners. And then I will be doing my top 10 movies of the year list also as a Bravo Cast episode. So my 2024 content is finally coming out. I'm figuring I'll probably do my best movies of 2024 maybe next week. And then I'm thinking hopefully after that I'll have my winners picked. So expect the winners to probably be picked in 2 weeks, but I'll have my top 10 movies next week is what I'm hoping. I'll keep you guys updated in the Discord, of course. But yeah, chat, that's gonna do it, man. Those are the nominations for the 3rd annual Bravo Awards. That's gonna do it. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got, chat. Like I said, I'm sorry that I haven't been on YouTube in a while. I've been over on Twitch doing my music streams with Chainsaw and doing my gameplay stream. I haven't really been doing gameplay streams, to be honest. I've really just been doing Music Monday. But I'm trying to kind of get. I'm trying to do more streams and stuff. I'm trying to get back on YouTube with my streams and the Bravo Cast, 'cause I do have a great time doing it. I'm trying to get back in the swing of things, because the last thing I think I posted was like my update video on me starting my barbering journey. Obviously, I've started working in the shop, so I'm working now. I do have more free time at nights to do things. I just don't really want to sit around and edit videos. So I think a lot of my content on YouTube is going to be like this, where I'm just doing like a podcast kind of like setting, like streams. So like I said, like if I see some movies and stuff that I want to talk about, I'll probably do a podcast episode about it over here on YouTube. And when I have like ideas like this, where like I want to do like a ranking or like top 10s or stuff, I'll probably do it on, I will do it on YouTube here as well as a podcast. But for the near future, we've got my top 10 movies of 2024 coming soon, and then we have my Bravo Award actual award show with the winners coming soon. So yeah, that's that. If you want to hop over on my Twitch streams, I'm doing Music Mondays every Monday with Chainsaw most of the time, where we have a series going on where like I'm showing him rap songs because he's not the biggest rap fan, so I'm showing him songs trying to make him a rap fan. He's showing me metal songs because I don't like metal, to try to make me a metal fan. which has been really fun. And then this Friday, we have a new Mac Miller album coming out, so we're going to be doing a listening party over there. We have a new Weekend album coming out. We're going to be doing a listening party over there. And then I do want to get back into some gaming streams as well. I do want to get some gaming streams going again, because I really haven't done that in a while. But yeah, that's my little update for you guys over on YouTube. If you guys want to pop over and watch like my music streams and stuff on Twitch, it's Johnny Bravo 6, same thing, one word. It's the @ right there in the corner. But yeah, I've been busy with work, busy with life. Life's going good. I just turned 25 on January 6th. So I'm 25 years old. I'm getting old. I also took my state barber license exam on my birthday. I'm waiting for the results on that. They basically told me I passed when I left the test, but I'm waiting for the actual results on that. May or may not have a girlfriend. So I have that going. Like everything's going good right now. I'm busy. I'm very busy, but I'm very happy. I hope all you guys are doing well. I miss you guys over on YouTube. And yeah, I'm gonna be trying to give you guys more content. I miss the Bravo cast. I miss my YouTube viewers. So yeah, hopefully I'll be giving you guys some more content. I know it's been a long time, and I feel bad that it's kind of been just MIA on YouTube, but I'm gonna be trying to give you guys some sustenance, pretty much. But thank you, Jeff. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you popping in after all this time of me just kind of being gone. I appreciate you, man. But that's gonna do it, guys. I'm gonna stop talking because I feel my vocal cords going. I'm not used to talking this much anymore. At least for like an hour 20 straight. But thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it as always. Like I said, make sure to be on the lookout for my top 10 movies of the year stream and my Bravo Awards winners show stream. But yeah, thank you guys for coming out. I appreciate it as always. Hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your night. Have a good rest of your week. And I'll catch up with you guys soon. Bravo 6, going dark. Take care, guys. Have a good one.